Hey y'all, getting out of here now. We are done with day 3, first Friday of the year with students. So it is a done deal. We are headed home on a Friday. Got to do a food stop out in Pixley. And we'll see. Think anything exciting, no kids, no fighting. They're just, one little girl goes, "Hey, are we gonna take any more notes?" And she showed me her finger and I started getting a callus. And I said, yeah, we gotta take notes because that's kind of how I do things, you know. We gotta take notes in history, guys. So I'm gonna be stopping by in Pixie in a moment. I'm gonna grab me a drink right now. I'm thirsty. Oh, they're talking about the Hawaiian fires there. That's crazy, all the fires there. I think I took my spot. It's my turn, dude. But hey, you know what? We're not going to insist, as they tell you. Away, because then look at this guy right here. This guy's not even paying attention, man. Could have run right into the intersection. Sometimes I feel California drivers aren't the best. Alright, let's go to Mickey D's. Let's grab ourselves a drink. We're going to do a stop in Pixie, California. You've seen me drive through Pixie. Oh, you're actually going to see me drive. I may get some nuggets right now, man. I'm kind of hungry. Oh, wrong line. Dang it. Closing at 8 p.m. Oh, I know they're closing early. Hello.
What can I get for you?
Let me get a large Diet Coke with no ice.
Okay, thank you.
And you know what? Let me get him a double with no pickle.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Alrighty, okay, sorry first. Thank you.
Thank you. Haven't had a burger in a long time. Double with some Doritos in a minute here once I reach over. Hey muchacha, you manager yet? I know, you're wearing the different shirt. So what does it have? Is it like shift manager or you're like assistant manager?
It's shift managers, then you have the assistant managers for the gym, and then you have your GM. So GM has 2 assistant managers.
And which one are you?
I'm a shift manager.
Nice seeing you. Alright, boss. Thank you. Oh, my girls. They are so full of fun. Let me go over here. I'm gonna pull up and get my chips. I don't have to eat when I get home. Eat now, and that way I have a longer fast. Which is tomorrow's meal for my wife, which will probably be a heavy meal. Let me pull over here in the shade. All right, hang on. Give me a second. So, Here we go. We're on our way. I wouldn't call it a non-eventful week. Pretty quiet. I've not had a hamburger in a long time. All right, here we go. See what the Friday traffic brings us.
Routes to grow and expand.
There we go. Heading home, guys, after day 3 with the students. And you know what? To be honest with you, my students were not bad. Pretty darn good. Well, there may be one boy that kind of likes talking, maybe a couple little chatterers, but nothing major. Nothing where in my past 20-some years where I've had to worry about it. So when I stopped in Pixie, I called a cousin of mine and I said, hey, I got some boot. You know, we do a little bit of sorting. And I said, hey, you got some stuff here. So we'll be getting into Pixie pretty soon. Dropping it off. But tomorrow, got some hard labor. Tomorrow I'm putting in a sod field. So we're going to put in sod tomorrow. That's going to be back-breaking work. Remember I helped out a buddy of mine, who's principal at the school up the road here. He bought $5,000 worth of sod, pallets. Man, there were 10 pallets, 12, I think it was 12 pallets. And boy, I was sore for 3 freaking days. Just not cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to get some sleep tonight. But next week we start adult school. So I think the next time you'll have me live will be Tuesday. And that ought to be fun. This device is too long overheating to improve the live stream performances. Well, short of me taking apart, do. I mean, it is cold in the car. And we're about to exit right here. We're going to do a food drop off. So you get to see Bixby, California. You get to see a little bit of the town here. Bixby, established in 1886. All right, here we are in Bixby, California. Let me see, I got a cart coming, or else I would have taken it out. Okie dokies, here we go. Crossing over Highway 99 here in Cali. That's California Highway 99 right there. Oh, I should have shown you the freeway. Oh, there's a kitty cat crossing the street. I'm not very smart, kitty cat. One of these days, not going to make it across the street. People can be very rude. Alright, so this is old Highway 99 we're about to cross. Old Highway 99 is this right here. So as I go through it, old 99 is up that way. Here's the train tracks. This is the old Southern Pacific. At least the trackage is still the same route. It looks like a trucking company moved into this area. So we are on the outskirts of Bixby, California. Look at this huge almond field here. So I remember my cousin, and she's a short gal, heavily endowed, and she lost a lot of weight. She's like, oh yeah, I just took off running through the almond orchard. I'm like, oh wow, okay. So yeah, I think we are. Oh shoot, I overshot the house. That was stupid of me. Overshot the house. Alright. Let me pull over. Do a turn here. That was lame of me. 50 miles an hour. Man, I just talking too much. Here's her sign. Bixby. 4,322 people. It's that post right there. No, not that post. That post, the one with the fire hydrant. Well, maybe not. Yes, the one with the fire hydrant. Hopefully she's home. I don't see her home. I'll park myself here. Beware of dog. Alright, let me run out there, deliver my food here. So hang on, folks. Let's do our food delivery. Probably this weekend. Yeah. They're in Durango, I think, right now. Yeah, you put them in the freezer, duran más. Los dejas afuera, they spoil fast. Take care. All right, guys, here we go. You wait for this truck up here. Hey, Bud, how's it going, man? Thank you for stopping by, Bud. Thank you. Really appreciate that, Bud. Makes my lonely ride a little better. Thank you for dropping in. She's a small little gal. 4'11", maybe 5 foot. Maybe not even 5 foot. But so I take her all the things that the kids toss out. So the kids all get served to lunch, and they get all kinds of things: fruit, vegetables, something to drink, milk, whatever. And a lot of times the kids, they don't eat it. They either throw it in the trash can straight out, or they, or what we have set up and I set it up for the guy. We have 4 baskets, so the kids put the fruits, whatever they don't want, and then that way other kids can come and get. If they want an extra peach or pear or an apple or an extra milk, they just go and grab it from there, because it's going to be thrown in the trash. And then whatever is left over when the bell rings and we all have to go back into class, session starts, then they throw it out, because you're not going to hang on to it. But that's how we get it. But then we teachers come by and we pick it, employees pick it, and people forget their food, or maybe they want a peach or a pear or a banana, and they just, it helps everybody. I mean, at least we're not wasting food, throwing it, at least not all of it. I know a lot of it gets chucked out. The kids take one bite, don't like it, whatever. But I thought my cousin Erica, she really appreciates it, and the kids really like all the weird things I bring. Today was Doritos, peaches, Smucker's Crustables, which are expensive. You go to Costco, you buy those by the box, they are expensive, but they're just 600 calories. That's why I eat one of those. I gotta eat one. I mean, that's it. And they're pretty heavy on the calories, but they're good. But I gave them all to her. And then what else did I throw in there? Oh, some juices. So the juice box, those are pricey too. You get juice box. So we had apple juices, but they're little square boxes with little straws. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you. That was my quick Pixie stop. Now we're headed back to Tulare, California. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what Aaron Burnett says on CNN here.
Begin with what happened in a courtroom today and show you this picture. This is a drawing of the interaction between Trump lawyer John Lauro and Judge Tanya Chutkan. You see, Lauro.
Yeah, I heard he was dealt with a little setback there. He can't just throw out the information he wants. But anyways, let's see what's happening on MLB. What's going on MLB?
Though they've played just 500 ball over their last 10 games, they still have the best record in all of baseball at 72-41. They're leading the National League East by 9.5 games over the second-place Philadelphia Phillies, while the Mets, who just took 2.
That is the Atlanta Braves. They may be a little stumble right now, but those Braves, man, I'm not a Braves fan right now, but between 1984 through 1990, late 90s, when they won 15 in a row and then they stumbled, I lost track of baseball for a little bit. I mean, I kept the peripheral, but I knew when John Smoltz would pitch. I knew the day Glavine pitched, and I knew the day Smoltz pitched. Maddox, Smoltz. And I knew when all those guys were pitching. I knew the rotation like the back of my hand. Brian Jordan. I got hooked with Dale Murphy. That's my favorite Brave. My favorite Brave growing up as a kid, Dale Murphy. My favorite Brave as an adult, as a young adult back then, was Chipper Jones. Just like my favorite Yankee growing up was Don Mattingly. Man, I was a huge, and still am, Don Mattingly fan. Just that sweet stroke he had, would crouch, and he got all that power before he hurt his back. Not like Larry Bird. You know, Larry Bird was awesome through the 80s. And then by about 92, back injuries started taking a toll on him. But, yeah, Mattingly, greatest Yankee to have never played in the World Series, Don Mattingly. And, yeah, I mean, the year he retires is the year they go to the World Series. I mean, he made playoffs maybe once or twice, but not that didn't, you know, never won a championship as the Yankees. Yep. Let me see what they got going on here on CNN.
Politics, and when it's in Judge Tanya Chutkan's courtroom and she has a criminal defendant, even if his name is Donald Trump, he's the former president, it's the justice system.
Yeah, nobody's above the law. I know, and I had to deal with some court stuff last century, basically in the 90s. I was a young dummy, and yeah, you're in the, I mean, whatever the judge says, you better do it. I mean, they say you got to do this, pay this fine, pay this do this. You better do it, man. There's no getting around it. Yeah, nobody likes being in court. It's court. Just, yeah. So yeah, my favorite Yankee growing up was Don Mattingly. But going back to the Braves, how they're leading the National League East over the Philadelphia Phillies right now. Yeah, I mean, I was went to a couple playoff games too back in '94 and '90. Wasn't that great of a thing, you know. Fox owning the Dodgers. That was horrible. Fox is horrible in general, and then owning a baseball team. And they did it so they can grab all the, you know, I think they wanted to start a regional sports network. And they wanted to use the Dodgers as one of those. And I think they've already done that. Whoever owns the Dodgers now, the Annenberg Group or whatever, the group that Magic Johnson is head of. Magic Johnson is like part owner of the Dodgers. Magic Johnson Group. Or pop back up. Yeah. Going home, passing Tipton, California. Tipton. Not much here in Tipton. There's the edge of town right there. And then we got all this awesome corn that's laid out for the cows and stuff. I think this corn is edible up to a point. I think if you pick it and you roast it right there and then, you can eat it. But other than that, after that, it does not really the greatest corn. And it's not like the sweet corn you get in the market. That's made for human, because this corn is maybe a hybrid corn for cattle. So it might contain some, you know, something that more nutritious for cattle and stuff. Let me get my glasses on. I'm finding myself squinting very hardcore. Ooh, there we go. And that's not a good thing, squinting today. It's only 95. You know what? That's a good thing. Not 99. It's not 100. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it hasn't reached those crazy boiling. Because yesterday was kind of a weird day. We had a little bit of sprinkle shower, you know, trace rain, and it was kind of overhead, cloudy. And so That's what we get. That's what we get. So, hey, bud, what's going on, man? What's going on in your neck of the woods, bud, and the rest of you folks there? This is the spreading ground, and I believe I just missed I think the south end of that Tule River, the branch, they call it branch, down there. And I think the north, let me move over real quick. North is coming up. You'll see it in a second once we go past this dairy analysis or whatever the heck they call it. And this field looks drier than a bone here. And this field's got all these marigolds, wild marigolds. And there's the river right there. And it's, it's got a lot of water on it. And then here's the International Agri Center. So this is where in Tulare, in California, we have the Farm Expo. And it takes place here in Tulare. And it's a big deal. Big deal. We got 100,000 people coming in here for a 3 or 4 day event, the Expo Agri Center. And it's a big deal. We got large tractors, all the latest farm equipment, and you got all the people selling all their food, around here. The barbecue we got, it's called tri-tip, and so they got their tri-tip. I know other places do brisket, barbecue ribs. We do tri-tip in this area, and in certain parts of California, that's like the California barbecue, the tri-tip. Next time I'm in Los Angeles, I'm going to see where I can find a good tri-tip place. I'm on an expense account in LA, and me and my buddy Andrew will probably hit that up, try to do some tri-tip somewhere. And we'll see how that works. Tulare, next 7 exits. So technically we start way back there on Avenue 184. We got all these orchards right now. One day I may not be around to see it, but all these may be gone, and it might be housing or industrial or roads or whatever. It would be a shame, since I live in a rural area with farms, cows. There's the water. Look at that water. Look at that. Look at that thing. That is carrying a heck load of water. In all my years here, 25 years, I've never seen water like that. This water quantity or amount, I think, is reminiscing of when this area was virgin, when the Spanish and the Mexican, this is part of Mexico, before it was dammed up, diverted, reservoirs, irrigation ditches, and so now it's reverted because we had such heavy rain that it's back to what it was prior to man making a mess of everything. And then, once it dries up, it'll be back to, we don't have any water, we don't have any of this. There's our lovely airport, and the Agri Center takes place over here. So probably one of those days when I'm doing probably do a live stream on the way home, because I said I would do one every 5 days. So the next one I'll do will be Tuesday. Tuesday will be the next live stream, going to work and then coming home. And the live stream coming home won't be all the way home. It'll be really just to my adult classes, or maybe I go in and maybe we do a live stream and we go hunt for cards in Delano. That's maybe what we'll do, we'll go hunt for some cards. 'Cause it'll be the 15th, so I get paid about there. That ought to do it. And we'll see where we go. We'll see where we go. We'll see where we be. We see where we go. We'll see where we be, where we go, where we go. So this field used to be alfalfa. I don't know if they're still working on it. I see a lot of trucks over there. So my understanding is there's construction going on, and they are in the process of building a road and a bridge that'll cross over the freeway here. And then I'll have a closer exit on the south end. It's supposed to be done by 2025. We're almost in 2024 in 3 months, and then that's it. I mean, I don't know. Mino sabe, chemo sabe. Hey, what's going on, Fred? I'm just driving home. It looks kind of junky. Very dry. I'm in the center. Most people would maybe, it's the big Central Valley between Bakersfield and Fresno. That's where Tulare County's at. And yeah, it's pretty dry. We're in the thick of the heat. You can see all the orchards. I mean, you can see the edge of town, and then just outside the edge of town is orchards. Orchard and farmland. Orchard and farmland. Yeah. Orchard and farmland. I'm hoping with Ohtani winning his 10th a couple nights ago, Fred, he will still have maybe 2-3 more starts this month. For sure more than 2-3. If he can get most of those and he maybe finishes with 12 or 13 wins, and then he goes into September, and I got tickets to the last 2 games of the year. So I have not seen Ohtani pitch at all this year. I saw him pitch the year after the strike, not last year. Last year was 22, this is 23. So I saw him pitch in 21, and he pitched toward the end of the season. He might have pitched the last game of the season, and he got his 154th. I was there for 150 strikeouts, 154, and then saw Trout and everybody. But when Shohei pitched, it was like the crowd was so into it. People followed him like if he was Elvis Presley. The surge, and you know, most people that aren't Angel fans don't understand Ohtani, don't understand the Angels, you know. But just the crowd surge. I told my son, "Damn, dude, this is like Elvis Presley here." I mean, everybody. And I think I have some videos of that, but that was an eye-opener for me. I was like, wow. So here's a field next to me. This is an almond orchard. I usually in the mornings, like when it's cool enough, when the weather gets a little cooler in about 6-7 weeks, I'll walk it, and then just kind of, people just dump stuff around here, but there's a hood of a car right there, believe it or not. Yeah. So I'm almost home. But my next live should be Tuesday. Freddie, are you going to be in town, or are you going to be flying off to Japan? I think you still got about another week to go, right? Before you're headed off to Japan. Man, look at all this trash. People just junk it up around here. They had to paint red here because there was a lot of guys, a lot of people that would just come and, you remember in Happy Days, Richie and Fonzie, they'd call it Inspiration Point. They call it necking from the old Happy Days TV show, along with Laverne and Shirley and stuff like that. And so that's what people would do. They'll come out here and just mess around, and so they had to paint it red, and no No parking, people. No parking. Keep it going. I see a lot of people with trash. I haven't been down this way in a long time. They need their pizza boxes. And look at the taggers have hit the wall. What a shame. Because this is the neighborhood I live in right here. This is where I live. So that's the edge of town. I could literally walk a couple minutes away, and I'm in a farmer field. I'm in an orchard, and then the orchard just goes miles and miles and miles and miles, you know. And they go for miles and miles and miles. Killing moths, huh? I don't think I've ever had that problem. Killing moths, huh? Yeah, so that's kind of been our thing here. Right, so we're almost home. So Fred, I saw Tani in Seattle year before he TJ. Before he TJ? Before he TJ? What's before TJ? I live a week Saturday. Okay. So yeah, did you see the crowd? Well, okay. Player Otani is one thing. They follow and the Angel fans always sit next to the bullpen. They just made this big old surge, and it was like groupies. That's the best way to describe it. Groupies following like Elvis Presley. I mean, it was, and I got the video there. I'll have to, if I find the video, I'll email it to you. And it was something else. I was astonished. I even told my son, did you see that? Did you see the crowd reaction? And, I mean, it took me back. I have never seen that. I've seen Cecil Fielder play. I've seen Derek Jeter play, you know, I mean, live. I've never seen people, I've seen Dodgers, you know, Dodger fans. But that crowd reaction to Otani was, wow. I mean, it was. Yeah, there you go. If you caught him warming up or pitching, yeah, man, that was insane. I think the Angels are going to throw some sick money. I think Otani's going to break the single season yearly. You know, right now, what people are getting 35. I don't know if anybody's cracking 40. I think he's going to get 50 per year, or maybe he'll go 60 million, and I think they'll give him like a seven-year contract. If they want to give him a 10-year, that'll put Otani at age 39, which I don't know about all that. You know, I mean, it's like Trout, right? Big old contract like that. That could happen. You know. Alrighty, Fred, I'm out of here. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, guys, I've been on this for, I think, yeah, I'm thinking 600, and they might give him 7 years. And that will still make him, but I don't know. I mean, this is all speculation, right? He's gonna break the record. I had this one guy, check this out before I leave. This one guy he's a good sub. I like the guy. I think he's a little confused, mixed up, but he's like, one time he said, you know, he says some real moronic thing. Oh, he's making so much money, he doesn't speak English. It's like, who cares? I said the Oh, you're gonna be on tonight? I will catch you tonight. I said, money is the language. I said, money, green, the U.S. dollars, the language you need to know. You know, I mean, some of the richest guys in the world, that's not their first language. I thought that was very dumb to say that. Who cares if Otani's English isn't that great? I mean, I wish I had that problem too and had $60 million in the bank, right? Yeah, I was like, that's dumb. And I know you're in Canada, and so when I was there with you, you hear French, and I told my son when I was in Vancouver, when we were hanging out there for a week, or about 4 or 5 days, I told him, did you notice that we're not hearing English spoken? Oh yeah, Asians have tons of money. They're buying up a lot of property, and they have a lot of wealth, a lot of economic, and so do a lot of people in India. And I told him, man, you notice that you don't hear a lot of people, and it's very heavy tourism internationally in Vancouver, I noticed. A lot of people speaking many languages, and English, yeah, it was spoken, but a lot of people speaking many languages, European languages, Spanish, a lot of Asians, a lot of probably Hindi, I guess, or Punjab, whatever the language is in India, I'm not certain which. Yeah, so, hey, it's a global world. All right, guys, I'm out. I'll catch you tonight, Fred, and then I will be on Tuesday. I don't want to overload you with my drive home. Peace out, folks. Bye-bye. Have a good one, everyone. Lots of cultures. That's right, Fred. Lots of cultures. Take care, guys. I'll see you tonight, Freddie. Thank you, gangs. Thank you. CV out. CV out.